Hello everyone, welcome to the first session of common spelling mistakes. Today we are going to cover all the words from A. Here's a little bit about me. This course is being presented to you by me, Shilpa Jha. Please rate, review, subscribe and recommend the course. Also please leave your valuable suggestions and comments below. Okay, so let's start with aberration. Aberration basically means a departure from what is normal, usual or expected, typically an unwelcome one, right? They describe the outbreak of violence in an area as an aberration. So aberration, because if something has been if there was violence, that means it was something which was not normal, right? So let's have a look at the spelling. Now usually people end up putting an extra b, because when we say aberration it somehow seems like you need to put ABBERR. No, that's not wrong, and that's not right. So the correct spelling is ABERRATION, aberration, right? Okay, next we have accommodation. So accommodation I think is fairly simple. Accommodation basically means a room or a group of rooms or buildings in which someone may live or stay. They were living in a temporary accommodation, right? So in accommodation, now when we see, either people end up putting a single M or a single C, right? The spelling is ACCOMMODATION. So there has to be a double C and a double M. Whereas when we write it, we usually end up putting one M and one C, which is wrong. So accommodation is accommodation. So ACCOMMODATION. Okay, next is achieve. Achieve basically means to be successful, to bring about something by effort, skill or courage, right? So when you in fact even moving on in the further sessions, you will see that mostly we make a mistake in the placement of E and I, yeah, because it's very confusing. Both of them almost seem to be the same. So the spelling of achieve can be ACH, the right spelling is ACHIEVE, whereas mostly we end up putting ACHEIVE, which is wrong. So the correct spelling is ACHIEVE. Sorry. Okay. Next we have address. Address is basically the particulars of a place where someone lives or an organization, wherever it's situated. So yeah, we all know what address is, but when we write it down we miss a D, right? The spelling is ADDRESS. That's the correct spelling, and we usually end up putting ADRESS. So yeah, when it's address, it's double D and double S, ADDRESS. Next is a lot. A lot means excessive in quantity, right? I mean, like, a lot of things, right? The thing is, a lot is not is not a single word, right? You either write a lot or a lot, because there are two different meanings. When you say a lot means a large quantity, and when I say a lot means you give it, like this house has been allotted to you, so that means it has been allocated to you. So that gives an entire meaning, entirely different meaning. But a lot as such does not have any meaning, right? So it has to be either a lot or a lot, and when you put a lot there is a double L. Okay, next is ulterior and ulterior. Okay, I don't know why some people put an A, I don't understand, but anyway, the correct spelling is ULTERIOR, ulterior, which means existing beyond what is obvious or admitted, intentionally hidden. Could there be an ulterior motive behind his request, right? Next is atheist. So atheist is basically a person who does not believe in God or lacks the belief in God, right? Because he's a committed atheist, so he doesn't believe in God. Now again, here we have the common problem of misplacing E and I. The correct spelling is ATHEIST, atheist, and we usually write ATHIE. IE is wrong, so E comes here before. If you see atheist, so I think E will come before. From when we listen to the word, I think we can recognize that E comes first, so it should be atheist. EI. Next is amateur. Amateur is a person who engages in a pursuit, especially a sport, on an unpaid basis, right? When you're not paid for it, so you're basically an amateur. Now amateur again here there is a misplacement of U and E. Usually we end up putting AMATEUR, whereas the correct spelling is AMATEUR. So that's amateur. Okay, I think I repeated this one. Okay, next is annually. Annually means once in a year, right? So now annually also has double N and double L. So it will not be ANUALLY, rather it will be UALLY. That's annually. Okay, next is apparent. Apparent now. When you say apparent, I think it's very obvious that in the end it should be RENT, but because of the pronunciation error also, some people say apparent, I don't know, apparent or something like that. So maybe because of that, people end up putting an A, right? The correct spelling is APPERENT, not APPARANT. The meaning, I think, is very very simple as far as one can see or no, right? Like apparently it's going to rain, so then you feel that it's probably going to rain, right? Acknowledge. Acknowledge means acceptance of truth or existence of something. There was no acknowledgement of the family trauma, right? So acknowledge is ACKNOLEDGE, right? And because the D is silent, a lot of people end up missing the D, and we end up putting acknowledge, LEGE. It's not LEGE, it is LEDGE, where D is silent. Okay, next is acquaintance. Now acquaintance also, usually what we speak is not what the spelling is. I mean, there can be a difference, right? So acquaintance, the incorrect spelling is ACQUAINTENCE. TENCE is wrong. The correct spelling is ACQUAINTANCE, right? Acquaintance, right? So basically, what is it? Knowledge or experience of something. The pupils had little acquaintance with the language, so that means they did not have much of an idea. Okay, moving on, we have acquire. Acquire is to buy or obtain something. I think this one is fairly simple, but when we pronounce it, so it is ACQUIRE, acquire. But when you just listen to the pronunciation, you feel that it would be AQUIRE, which is wrong. The correct spelling is ACQUIRE. Okay, next is acreage. Acreage is a small an area of land typically which is used for agricultural purposes, but not necessarily measured in acres, right? So the spelling is ACREAGE, right? ACREAGE. That's the correct spelling. Next is acquit. Acquit is free someone from a criminal charge or verdict of not guilty. She was acquitted on a lot of accounts. So when I say acquitted, I think from the spelling itself we can make out that it should be ACQUIT, not AQUID. AQUIT is wrong. Okay, next we have awful. Awful is a very common word, right? The meaning is very bad or unpleasant. So awful is AWFUL, right? There is not a lot of times what we do that like full is a different word together, but when we put awful, we feel that it's the conjoining of two words, which is wrong. So that's why in fact we end up making mistakes. The spelling of full will be FULL, but otherwise it will be AWFUL, right? Okay, the next one we have adultery. Adultery also, the correct spelling would be ADULTERY. Okay, this is another common mistake. We replace E by A's depending on the pronunciation. So that's not right. It is adultery. Adultery is ADULTERY. Next is advisable. Advisable is basically what is recommended. So advisable, ADVIZABLE is wrong. It's not ZABLE. It will be ADVISABLE. SA. So the advisable. In fact, in advisable there is advice and advise. One of them is C, the other one is S. So one of them is actually a noun and the other one is a verb. So you need to be very careful where you are using which one. Okay, next is aggression. Aggression is AGGRESSION, right? we generally forget a G because we think it's only one. If we have one double S, that means the other ones are just going to be singular. No, aggression is not AGE, rather it is AGGRE Okay, next is allegiance. Allegiance is ALLEGIANCE. Okay, again there's a misplacement of A and I in this one. I comes before A. It's allegiance. So ALLEGIANCE. Alright. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot.